Alright, time for the solutions for the perpendicular bisectors practice assignment. In particular, for this one, if you don't know how to do a perpendicular bisector and to draw it, go to YouTube and search for perpendicular bisector. There's how to spell it in case you don't know how to. And then construction. And if you put safety, it'll show you a video that they use a safety compass on. If you do that, it'll show you how to do it. And I'm just gonna, as I go through these, just kind of reiterate what you're supposed to do. So step 1 is put your compass at one end and come over and you pick a hole that goes past halfway and draw your first arc. You're going to use that same hole, the one you used right there in your compass, when you come over and you put your compass on the other side, so put the end there, and you're going to use that same hole and draw in the other arc. You have to use the same hole, they have to have the same radius, the same distance from the end point, because if they don't, then these aren't going to intersect at the middle along this line. But once you have that, and they do, you're going to have two intersection points, connect them up, and that is your perpendicular bisector. And that's the same thing for this one. Compass on one end, pick your favorite hole, use the same hole, draw your arc, and then use the same hole when you put your compass on the other end to draw your other arc. Once you have that, you're going to have two intersection points, connect it up, and that's your perpendicular bisector. Same thing on 3, compass down, pick your favorite hole that's farther than halfway, draw your first arc, use that same hole when you put your compass at the other end to draw your other arc. And when you have that, you're going to have two intersection points, connect them up, and you're ready to go. And then that brings us to our last guy here. And so, this looks like a mess, but really all I did is I drew these blue circles first. And the way I did that is you put your compass center at these points here, and I use the same radius for all of them, and that radius happens to go more than halfway across each of these segments here. And so when I did that, my circles actually crossed more than just one circle. Like this circle crossed this one, but it also crossed this circle. And so I'm getting all the intersection points I need to get my perpendicular bisectors together. And so once you have that, you're going to have all these intersection points where these circles are crossing. And when you have that, you're going to connect them all up. And these are going to be your perpendicular bisectors. And that's where the straight red lines come from. They go through the intersection points of all the overlapping circles. Like even over here. Okay. Whoops. And once I have that, they're going to meet at certain points, and those certain points are called the circumcenters. And once you have that, you can put your compass down and figure out what hole gives you one of the corners, and then you can draw a circle, and it's going to cross through all 3 of your vertices. And that's where the red circles come from, is that I'm drawing the circles that go through all the vertices on my triangles. And that's the whole assignment. So the last one looks really ridiculous, but if you draw the 6 circles, you'll get your intersections, and then you just connect it up. You'll get your bisectors going like that, and use those bisectors to get your circumcenter, use your circumcenter to get your circles, and you're ready to go.